right, it's time to highlight some titles in our teen fiction collection. First up, I've got Girls Save the World in this one by Ash Parsons. So we've got a story of three best friends who've just been really gearing up to go to ZombieCon. They've got their costumes, they've got the perfect experience all planned out, the photo ops, the signings, everything. And then all of a sudden people start acting a little crazy, and then all of a sudden there's just people running around in hazmat suits, all chaos is breaking loose, and they find themselves in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. And by gosh, don't you know it, they have to save the world. So Girls Save the World in this one. Check that out for a fun, like, kind of a post-apocalyptic story, but it's a good laugh. And then next, I've got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So this takes place primarily about 5 years after the murder of one of our main character's classmates. And for the longest time, she's just had trouble believing that it was the person who actually killed themselves. And so she starts digging to try and really solve the case for herself. And all of a sudden, she's kind of realizing that there's definitely more to it than what meets the eye, and somebody definitely doesn't want her to find out. So check out A Good Girl's Guide to Murder if you're in for a good mystery. I just got excited because I saw the next one that I had already. This is Super Adjacent. So this is a really fun romance story, but also it's superheroes, so it's got a lot of fantasy elements to it. So it's kind of told from two perspectives. We've got one character who's just kind of like a superhero groupie and just has been so excited about everything superhero, and she's finally getting to be let into that world a little bit. And the other person we're working with is the superhero's girlfriend. So she's just really tired of being placed on the back burner out of everything. She's always, coming in like fifth up next to like this person who needs to be saved. And all of a sudden, the superheroes have been like, and it's up to these two girls to save the world. So check out Super Adjacent if you're kind of looking for a superhero story that gets flipped upside down a bit. Ooh. And the next is Frank Lee in Love. I actually just read this book, and it's really charming. This is a romance story, so check it out if you're in for a good, fluffy, lighthearted feel. But definitely, it's got some unexpected, hits you right there in the heart. So this is the story of Frank Lee's last year of high school. He is finally dating the girl of his dreams, Britt Means, but there's something a little bit wrong with that. His parents definitely won't approve of dating Britt Lee because he is Korean and she is not. And so he comes up with a scheme with one of his good friends, Joy, who's also Korean, and they kind of, fake date, and obviously things go wrong with that, and they start to feel feelings for each other. So it's just kind of Frank working through all of that chaos, and it's just a really good, heartfelt story. So check out Frank Lee in Love. And last but not least, this is something that I'm currently reading. It's called Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. And this is actually a book that I picked up because many of you, our patrons here, you know who you are, have read this and recommended it to me. And I have to say, by gosh, they are right. It is fantastic. You're going to have to wait to read this because I'm not done with it yet. So check back next week. This is kind of a fantasy story. There's a thief and an outlaw, and they've kind of gotten stuck together and thrown together, and obviously they have to save the world. So check out any of these titles. They're all available here at the library. They're available. You can do a curbside pickup, so place an online hold or give us a call, and we will take care of it.